Hello, ladies. It still looks like I have a lazy eye, maybe. That's not good. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to a small update video that I just wanted to get out so that I could let you guys know exactly what is going on. Now, I apologize if the audio is a little bit different. I am in my dorm right now rather than at home, so the audio might be a little bit strange because the mic is actually over here rather than right in front of my face like it normally is in these videos. So basically what I wanted to talk about is how there were a couple of different things happening recently that might have messed up the upload schedule a little bit, and I just wanted to let you guys know exactly what those were and how everything's going to go from now until whenever I get caught up on all of my projects, basically. So the first thing is that the uploads have been a little bit stunted recently. You might have noticed there wasn't a Champions episode this Sunday, and that is because of the fact that I did some backlogging basically on that series because I wanted to see if I could get it out every Sunday. But then I started to realize that as I went through it, it's going to take forever and a day to even get that whole series up if I just keep doing it every Sunday. And then it's going to take a million years to get to the next series, which will probably take all the way through the summer. And then it's just a mess how it's being uploaded right now because it's a long game, and I don't really know if a once a week 25 to 45 minute video for it is going to suffice in order to get the game out as quickly as I'd like to. And then I've been posting more mixes for Metal Gear Rising recently as well. I did actually one last week and one the week before, so that was a little bit more, I guess you could say, common than I was doing before that. Now there's a very good reason for all of this, and that's just because of the fact that I kind of wanted to focus on one of them at a time, just because it makes it much simpler to get them all out as quickly as I'd like with all of the schoolwork that I have to do and with all the other things that I'm doing currently. I don't have as much time to edit as I'd like, and so focusing on one or the other is probably the best solution to get everything up in a timely manner at this point. On top of that, I've been having a couple of weeks of just kind of feeling down and not really too great, kind of under the weather. Really, I've been under the weather most of this entire semester, and it hasn't really helped with school or with me being able to upload stuff, and that doesn't even bring in the fact that my internet here is so terrible that I only get connected half the time, and then if I do get connected, it gets disconnected within a half an hour of me reconnecting to it. So I don't know, it's just been a really rough couple of weeks. I've just been kind of feeling a little depressed, I guess, just not really up to doing much of anything. But I decided later last week, I guess you could say, that it's really not worth it for me to feel that way anymore. I might as well get over myself and actually do something about it. And I've been feeling better, honestly. I've been feeling pretty good about all of the support the channel's been getting. I've been feeling pretty good about my job situation in real life and my school situation. Even though school's not going to be great this semester, I know that I still have 2 semesters to go anyway, so I can kind of stretch it out, and any classes that I don't feel like I did adequately at, I can take again at some point next year. And the job situation, I have an interview coming up this Monday, so that'll be really helpful. I'll have something to do during the summer. I won't have as much time as I'd like in the summer, but I will have expendable income at that point, and that means that I can probably purchase better equipment if I need it in order to record this stuff. I can purchase a new laptop because the one that I'm recording on right now is a piece of shit that I've had for almost 6 years now, and it's really on its last legs, so I don't really have much of a choice at this point. I have to replace it at some point soon, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And I say the phrase "at this point" a lot, but you know what I mean. So yeah, just trying to kind of make my way a little bit better than I have been recently, and the audio levels are not working as well because I'm not as close to the mic as I could be. There we go, that's a little better. So yeah, just trying to make my way, basically. Trying to do what I can, and shut up, Fridge. I hate it when she's like this. But yeah, as long as I have that job this summer, I'll have a little bit more money so I can actually do some things with my life rather than sit around and do nothing with school. With school situation, I can kind of do my own thing and get the classes done this semester that I think I can get done, and then basically move on from there. As much as I would like to say there was no helping it because of my appendix and then me being sick most of the winter, I really wish that I could have done something to prevent that. But, you know, what's done is done. What's in the past is in the past, and there's nothing really I can do about that now, so I may as well move on from that. And then I didn't even bring in mention of the fact that we just recently hit 500 subscribers, which I didn't really have anything planned for, honestly. I feel like it's I really appreciate the milestone and all the support, but I honestly haven't had a lot of time to actually prepare anything because I've been so busy in the past couple of weeks, just either doing things for myself or not being motivated to do things for myself. So yeah, I definitely appreciate it, but I don't know if we're actually going to do anything important until we hit 1,000, which probably won't happen for quite a while yet because of the upload schedule that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. Well, that I've really already started, but it's going to be going on for the next few weeks at the very least, but until I get everything done. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I've got all these backup projects that I'm trying to, well, not backup projects, but projects backed up that I want to try to finish before I really move on with anything else. Like, I've got Champions that has to get done. I would rather post that 5 days a week, really, in order to get it done quicker, because otherwise we're going to be playing that forever, and I don't really want that to happen. I'd rather move on with something else. And I've got the Metal Gear Rising music mixes that I'm doing, which those are going to be getting posted once or twice a week, depending on how much time and the workload that I have for them, so that way those can get done as quickly as possible, and I can kind of, move on to getting the Champion stuff done. Excuse me. And then there's also the mixing tutorials that I want to do, but those aren't going to take very long. I can probably get those up within a week. A week time span. So those all have to get done. I would like to start doing Pokemon stuff again, but if I'm going to start doing it, I'll probably be recording it like a week in advance, so that way I have it when I need it. I can't really... It's strange. It's like, because I come home on Fridays and I literally feel absolutely no motivation whatsoever to record. I'm so tired from driving for 2 hours that I can't do it, and it's not possible. Plus, that doesn't even bring up the fact that if you guys wanted to play with me in like a PU tier match or in some other type of match, I couldn't really do it because a large portion of you that have come here for the Pokemon stuff are not from the USA, so you would pretty much be asleep by the time I get back to my house to record the stuff, and then that doesn't mesh well with your schedules, and I wouldn't want to keep you awake just to battle me. That's stupid. Like, I'm not that important so that I would interrupt your sleep schedules for that. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably record like a week in advance, and I'm just going to post those up on the weekends. I'll probably fix the format a little bit so that I have like the team build and 2 matches on Saturdays, and then 3 matches and the end of the session on Sundays. It's a little bit of a different format, but I kind of want to leave space during the week for projects that I have planned for this summer, because I'm planning on doing like playthroughs of games and stuff. I was thinking about doing Dark Souls 2. I was thinking about doing possibly doing a playthrough of Skyrim on the PC with a bunch of mods installed. I don't know how that's going to work yet because I haven't really played with a lot of mods on Skyrim on the PC ever, really. So I'd kind of have to test it out myself before I could really put it up on the channel. And that might take a little while, plus all the other projects that I'm doing might take a while, so maybe closer to the end of the summer before I actually start doing that. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how that goes with the whole scheduling thing with the multiplayer games and with everything else. But I would like to move on, and that's the point. So I definitely want to get all the stuff done that I have on backlog, and I definitely want to get through this semester so that way I have more time to actually play around and do stuff with my channel. I will be working, naturally, so that will keep me a little bit more busy because it will be full-time work, but at the same time, I shouldn't be as busy or as, I guess, tired and flustered from being here, because I will be at my house all the time, so I'll always have access to recording equipment, whereas in this situation right now, I only have access to it on the weekends. So hopefully the summer will be better, and I will be able to actually do things with my channel, because right now I'm kind of stuck, and there's very few things that I can actually do about it, which really just, it's been eating away at me, honestly, and I just wanted to get my thoughts out there about that, so that you guys know what's going on, and so that I'm not leaving you in the dark when you're wondering, where's the Pokemon stuff, or where's the Champions multiplayer stuff. You haven't been posting it lately. That's the reason, because I really have no access to my recording equipment until I get home on the weekends, and then if I am home, I can't just tell everybody to get the hell off my computer if they're using it, because I have to record something. It's a shared computer, so I have to make sure that they aren't using it for their own needs before I can actually go ahead and record. Either they're in a hurry or they really know who that is. So yeah, that's I think about all I wanted to say. Just basically what's going to happen is I'm going to finish up the Metal Gear Rising music mixes before I move on to finishing up the Champions stuff, and once I do that I'll move on to a different game, possibly Dark Souls 2, possibly Skyrim, depending on how much testing I've done, because the Skyrim thing that I have planned is actually going to be very elaborate. I'm going to have to use the creation kit to make my own NPCs. That's how in-depth I want to go with it, and so it may take a good amount of testing and a good amount of asking around on the Nexus website to even see if what I want to do with it is possible. But that's all in the future, and we'll see if that's going to go on. In the meantime, I'll be doing the music mixes, the multiplayer stuff, and I'll be doing showdown stuff probably periodically on the weekends. I'm going to shoot for every weekend, but it might end up being more like every other weekend, so I would think about it that way, so that way if it does end up being every weekend, you're more satisfied with what you're getting, rather than disappointed at the fact that I'm only doing it every other weekend because I said it was every weekend. So that's going to be all for this update video. This is the dorm, I guess. I sleep over here. There's a giant ass fan on my bed because it's normally sitting on the counter where my laptop is right now. But of course we don't need the fan because it's frickin' snowing outside again in the middle of April. Like, what the... It's so stupid. Yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully the schedule isn't going to be too big of a deal. Like I said, I'm going to do everything I can while I'm still at school to get up the content that I want to get up for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.